Hello everybody, it's Rachel here at Clarty Hands Crafts. Today we are going to be making an envelope using a piece of masterboard. Now masterboards are something that everybody's talking about over on the Facebook groups that I'm part of. It's basically making a collage sheet of scraps and you can then use it to make anything that you would make out of a normal sheet of paper. So I've chosen to make an envelope and I'm going to make a closure for this with an eyelet tool, and you make a kind of button type thing which you'll see shortly when I make it. So this was an A4 piece of paper that I started with, and then I cut a strip off the masterboard itself, and now I'm inking the edges after I folded it and figured out where I wanted all the creases to be. When you're making it from a piece of masterboard, it can be a little bit tricky because you've got different thicknesses of card to fold, so you just need to make sure that you burnish it really well, either with your fingers or some kind of tool. A bone folder would have been good at this point, but I had misplaced mine. So I decided that I wanted to have a chunk cut out of the front of the envelope, just to make it easier to stick your fingers in and grab whatever's inside. If you want to do the same, you can just use whatever you've got to hand to draw a nice curved line around. Don't forget to ink that edge as well. And then I decided that those edge pieces were a little bit too high up, so I've snipped a little piece off each side and inked those as well. Now I'm taking my ruler and I'm going to work out where I want the closure button to be. So halfway across the flap, and then I'm cutting a 1-inch circle punch of card to go with it, and then I'm inking the edges of this as well. And then you want to pierce the centre with a crocodile or a similar kind of punch, and then pop your eyelet in. Now I don't find crocodiles the easiest thing to use, because for some reason it just seems strange to me that you've got to put the eyelet in on before, if you see what I mean. You have to, I don't know what I was expecting, but it seems like it works upside down to me, to how I would work. If anybody else feels the same, let me know. And then I'm clamping it in, so I've used eyelets with I think it's called eyelet and washers. So it's got one on the back and it keeps it nice and smooth so that you don't catch your fingers or anything on it. And then gluing the envelope together. It is easier to put the eyelet in when it's open, but you probably could do it still while it's closed. That's just a matter of personal preference. You'll need to use plenty of glue to get those edges to stick down, with it being a masterboard. Again, just because of the thickness. And then I'm going to tie a piece of string. This was jute twine from my shop that I'm using, and that goes around the button. Just tie it and snip the end. It's nice and close to the edge. You could pop a dot of glue if you want to make sure that that string stays tied together, and then wrap it round, and then wrap the string around the button, and that'll keep it closed. As you can see, it's a nice effective piece, and it's got that shabby chic vibe because of the jute twine and all of the patchwork of papers, and I'm really happy with the result, so I'll be doing some more of these in the future. And it was so quick and simple to do as well. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.